Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Chuck the FNG here, and I am back with a little bit of an update video for you guys. It's been a while since I've actually been able to do this. The last one I did was early January, I think. But this is the third take I'm doing for this because the other two, the audio fucked up. So we're just gonna try to run through this as fast as possible. It's not really going to matter because the last one I did lasted around 25 minutes. Hopefully I can cut this down, try to cut out the bullshit that I was talking about. It's just a quick update video on what's going on with me. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and talk about it for a second here. So, the games that I have done so far, the games that I have finished has now ended with one more. It now has Assassin's Creed 2 in it. It also has the game that was supposed to replace uh, Assassin's Creed 2 for a good while, and that is not going to happen because I've just finished that game, which is Mirror's Edge. Now, this morning, by the time by the time this update comes out, it will be what day will it be? It'll be March 14th, and I'm recording this at 11:55, 3/13/2016. At least that's what it says in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. And hopefully, you guys watch this. By the time this comes out, the fourth episode of Mirror's Edge will be coming out. And just remember, I have finished the fucking game already. That game was really short. I finished it in about 4 hours, and that included me dying a lot. I died in that game at least twice per checkpoint. Maybe not. I got through a couple checkpoints really quick. I died a lot though. When it came to people having guns and shooting me, I didn't stand a fucking chance. But we finished the game. So Mirror's Edge is done. But that sort of leads us into what's going on for spring break. Today, for me, is the first day of spring break, which is a week-long thing of me doing nothing. And I'm basically sitting in my apartment trying to get as much recording as I can done. Because if you guys remember what happened maybe a month ago, I got really sick and I was down with a really nasty cold for about 5 weeks. And that number keeps going up because I didn't realize how sick I was until I go back and listen to other shit I was doing. Because I have sessions for other games. I started other games while I was sick just to see if I could do it. No, that was bad. That was really bad. But we have no more backlog of videos until right about now is when I'm starting to get the backlog done. So every time I say backlog, I fucking mean videos that I haven't released yet. So like a second session of Skyrim. And when I do Skyrim, I usually record for about an hour and a half. So if we were to think about it in how many videos that means for me, that is 9 videos. Because it's 10 videos for 100 minutes. Because I cut everything into about 10-minute segments, chop it up a little bit, throw an outro on it, which is fucking terrible. If you want to send me another outro, send me a new outro. I'll accept it. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen unless you want to do it. But that will be about 10 videos if I were to do an hour and 40 minutes. An hour and a half is 9 videos. So every 3 hours I'll have 18 videos to go up, and that will set me up for 18 days because I do that as a daily series. That will be good. That will leave me 2 weeks if I fuck something up. If I have to go into the computer lab at Ohio State and redo an entire program that I messed up, it'll give me time to go in there and do that before I have to get more Skyrim done. What I really want to do is try to keep content going, like as long as possible. I've done Skyrim for about 170 odd episodes. It's been a long time. Done a lot of episodes for it. But that means that I've done like 170 days worth of episodes, and that's a long time. That's about that's about half of a year. And we're kind of off a little bit, I think. We're off by a good 20 or so. We might actually be at half of a year of Skyrim episodes coming up anyway. Um, so let's say I have a backlog of 18 of those. I have time to go do something, or I have time to get sick, and it'll let me try to ride out my sickness in my bed over there and just be fine. And hopefully make it back by the time those games are ended. But those set of videos are done because I'll have them scheduled, I'll have them uploaded, and they will be set up and ready to go without me having to do things, which is fucking great. But now, I mean, we're heading into the last third of my semester here, and when I'm taking a computer programming class and a calculus class and a management class, I need all the time I can get to get as much stuff done, which is great. So this entire spring break, I'm going to be spending it recording, getting backlogs, and getting other games done. So coming up this summer, I'm going to be working. I'm going to be having some money coming in, be able to pay rent. I'm to just pay rent without using student loans and everything that's going on for me. And I will have time to sit down, get games done, and just get everything done that I need to get done, and at least have a break for myself from school. Because if you guys have followed the channel for longer than what I've been doing for the past year and a half now. Oh, maybe almost. Yeah, let's say a year and a half. For the past year and a half, I've been going to school nonstop. That includes fall 2014, spring 2015, summer 2015, and this semester. No, not this semester. Last semester and this semester. So 5 straight semesters of school, and I need a fucking break from school. So hopefully this summer I will be able to sit down and get a bunch of games done, do all the sequels, do everything that I want to do, and then be ready to go back to school in time for the next fall. I'll still be doing this. Probably won't be working at that time. I don't know how that's going to work. Hopefully everything works out for the best in that. Yeah, but let's go ahead and talk about what I'm doing this spring break. So this spring break was planned on me to try to get a whole bunch of stuff going and restart my streaming. The restarting the streaming thing is just not going to happen. That's not going to happen until after I get out of this semester. That's going to happen over the summer. That's basically when I had to do it last time. I was able to go through the spring and the summer because I had a really light workload going on in the spring of 2015. So last year, the last spring semester I was in. That was fine because I was taking 4 classes at the time. 3 of them intro courses, and 1 of them was a comparative studies, which was basically write a paper, come in, talk about your feelings, and leave. That's basically it. And that's how that worked. And I got everything done. Everything was good. 4.0 semester there. That was probably the best semester I ever had, but that's because I was taking easy fucking classes. This semester's kicking my ass, though. I am working on getting better grades, and that's why I'm taking time to get all that stuff ready, getting everything done, and working on all that while doing this kind of as I get free time to do it, which means late at night, mostly through the weekends. So Saturday and Sunday, I usually get like 2 sessions done each day, which is pretty good. 4 sessions, and I usually have enough time on like a Wednesday to sit around, do something, get everything done. I mean, I have free time like Thursday. That's about it. That's usually the one day I have free time, but I usually have to go. Not usually, like every other Thursday, I do have to go grocery shopping, get everything done. And if I do have homework due that weekend, that Friday, for my programming class, which is usually a big fucking long homework, it's worth 100 points. All the quizzes are worth 20, and all the exams are also worth 100 points. Unfortunately, they've weighted it so it's kind of hard to actually get anything done in that class. But we have a whole lot of weird stuff going on there. But let's talk about the games I'm doing this spring break. That's really what I wanted to talk about. So Mirror's Edge is done. That was supposed to not come out as fast as it did, but it is, so I'm doing them 2 a day. And that's making around 7 videos a day, which is pretty good for me. I'm usually doing 5. 7's above average. I like that. Arkham Asylum, I want to do that. Unfortunately, when I did try to do Arkham Asylum the first time, my computer couldn't handle it. Like, it just wouldn't run the game. I wouldn't say that it couldn't handle it, because it could handle that game fucking fine. It just wouldn't run the game. That's because I was on a different operating system. It was the same thing with Mirror's Edge. After I was able to switch from Windows 8 to Windows 10, Mirror's Edge worked. I don't know what happened. I don't know how all that happened, but hopefully Batman Arkham Asylum is the same thing. If you don't see any videos coming out for that, that's basically what happened. It didn't work again. But that game will be getting done. I also want to do Mafia 2. Mafia 2 has a sequel coming out, just like Mirror's Edge does. Mafia 3 is coming out, and I'm excited for that game. It's a cool-looking game. I'm happy that that game is finally coming out. Mafia 2 was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I didn't like the way the game ended or how the game really ran. It had an open world, but it was also a guided open world, which is kind of weird. You were always in something, always doing work in it, like doing missions and stuff. Or maybe I just didn't play the game correctly. I might be wrong in that entire thing. And then I also want to do South Park: The Stick of Truth. Now, I did that game over last summer when I was streaming. I streamed that entire game. That was fun. I enjoyed it. That was when I was doing maybe like one or two videos a game. Like one or two videos a day. And doing mostly streaming. Now it's the other way around. I'm doing one, maybe two streams a week and doing 5 videos a day, which is awesome. I like the way I'm doing this now, because on Sundays I go and I stream Tabletop Simulator with a bunch of guys, and we have a whole lot of fun with that. In fact, we even had a whole lot of fun yelling at each other playing Candyland. Now, if you can have that much fun, I'm 22 years old. I'm a fucking adult. And we played Candyland. And we yelled at each other. It was a fun game. Hopefully I can get that video out. Hopefully that video is able to be taken from Twitch. Looks like it. I mean, it's only been a week since. But hopefully we can get that out. We can have fun with that. But I can basically get you guys to come over and watch the Tabletop Sunday streams that I do. And yeah, have fun over there. But that's only on Sundays. I rarely stream during the week now. I want to get that stuff going over again. That's going to be in the summer, like I said before. I think I said that before. I should have. If I didn't, now you're hearing it. I'm going to try to get my streaming stuff back going in the summer. Unfortunately, it's going to be like whenever I don't have to record something. So it's kind of backburnered for... It's going to be backburnered for good, honestly. It's going to be later than what I'm doing. It's going to be kind of off for a while. But I do have videos coming up every day. So, I mean, just watch my videos. You'll get sick of me eventually on it and doing videos. But those are the, 3 games that I want to get done or started, get done or farther through this week. But games that are coming up after that. So after Arkham Asylum, I want to get Arkham Origins done. And that'll be a while. If I start that this week, then that's amazing. I honestly have no idea how I did it. But I beat Arkham Asylum really quick. I don't know how that game's planned out. I don't think it's open world. It might be. Arkham City was. I don't know if Arkham Asylum is basically just a linear story where you just have to follow the path and just get the game done as you go through it. I don't know. It's an old game. It's been a long time since I've seen anything about it. But I'm going to get that done. Arkham Origins I'll be doing directly after. And then after that, Arkham Knight. And if there's another Batman game that comes out after that, I'll probably do that then. But going back to South Park. South Park also has a sequel coming out this summer, which is South Park: The Fractured But Whole, which is a funny name. And I fucking love The Stick of Truth. It was a great game. It was awesome. I'm ready for the next one. We also have these Telltale games that have been coming out. I do want to try getting some of those done sometime. I don't know when or if that's going to happen anytime soon, but we have Minecraft Story Mode, Walking Dead, and Wolf Among Us. And I want to do them in that order. So Minecraft Story Mode will be coming out. Well, it already came out. I will be trying to get that done as soon as I'm done with two of the three of the games that I was talking about before. Mafia 2 is not too long of a game, I don't think. You can usually power through that game pretty quick unless you're looking for like those Playboys and some other stuff. If you're trying to get all the collectibles and everything, I don't do that. If I see the collectible, I will go for the collectible. If I don't, well, I don't really worry about it unless it's going to help me later in the game. Then I worry about it. South Park. That's a longer game. It's kind of grindy. I usually do kill everything in that game. That usually takes a while, just because you have to level up, you have to do everything, you have to make money. Even though making money in that game, you make a lot of money quick, just selling stuff that's worth like cents. But I mean, you're selling like straws and spitballs and paper clips. You're not really making much off of it, but eventually all that does add up. You have enough money to go buy whatever the hell you want. Eventually, you end the game with like a katana and a crossbow. It's pretty good. Um, and then there is Arkham Asylum. What I'm thinking is Arkham Asylum and Mafia 2 will be done pretty quickly. Unfortunately, Arkham Asylum will be moving into Arkham Origins, but I will still keep the 2 out of 3 thing going, and I'll just do Minecraft Story Mode. Because the Telltale games, they aren't like time-intensive games, honestly. There's some of those games where the mechanics and the gameplay are very similar between each one. And it's mostly just walking through, picking shit up, and then talking to someone and making a decision. That's basically what those games are, which is pretty cool. I like those games. I like them a lot. I like the idea of them. Unfortunately, I've never seen anything for Minecraft Story Mode. I watched a little of Wolf Among Us just to see what it looked like because I thought the art style was cool. Wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it. I thought what it looked like was cool, so I watched somebody do a little playthrough of the beginning just to see what's going on there. Cool idea. It's an awesome series of I think it's comic books. I don't know what they are. Um, but then the Walking Dead, I watched a little bit of it. I don't like zombies, honestly. They scare me. I think that's what they're meant to do, but I just don't like zombies. They're overused in a lot of things, but I still will do that because The Walking Dead is actually a great show. I don't watch it often. I watched a bunch of it on Netflix because I thought I thought it looked cool. Parts of it did. But then I watched Breaking Bad, and I was more into Breaking Bad than I was in Walking Dead, unfortunately. Breaking Bad's done, which I had to eventually. But I'm just getting off topic. I'm just getting really off topic here. Oh, let's go ahead and talk about the co-op games I was talking about before. So, when it comes to co-op games, I would like to hear from you guys if you want to see more of it. Because if I can get more co-op games coming out, that's less, well, actually, it's more work for me, but more entertainment for you guys. Because I usually have a fun time yelling at people, and it's a little hard to yell at myself. I just sort of, I don't know if anybody really can yell at themselves. It sounds pretty fucking stupid. But we have a whole bunch of games out there to do. Specifically to The Division, which I will be doing. I did release the beta for it. Unfortunately, I did also say that I was going to play more Star Wars Battlefront. That plan fell through after I found out that there was really no single-player campaign for the game, and that made me really sad because I played the first 2 games, and then there was Galactic Conquest for those games, and there was a whole bunch of cool shit you could have done with those games. Unfortunately, they don't have it for the new one, which I thought would be amazing. But they spent all their time doing like mechanics and sound development. It was really good. Like a lot of what they had was good. I'm not down them for what they have. I'm down them for what they don't have. The stuff that people who liked the games before would know about, and the people who are just picking it up now wouldn't. But that's just my preference. That's just me being an idiot. But I do want to get The Division. I did the beta for it. In fact, I did a second second session of the beta with a friend for the second time they released it. Unfortunately, that's not going to be going out because the audio was kind of shit because I wasn't able to get that thing running the way I wanted it. I don't know what happened there. Really, honestly, I couldn't tell you what was going on. Just everything just sort of went to shit in that. We went through the missions that were the new missions that were there. We had fun with them. Then we went into the dark zone where we got our asses kicked over and over and over and over again, where I was just making stupid decisions and killing people because I thought they looked like bad guys, but they ended up being friendly people. But that was my mistake. That was a bad thing. But yeah, that's not going to be coming out. In fact, I've deleted that. There's no way I can really edit through that sound and get exactly what I needed to get done. So there's that, and the co-op games, yeah. There was the Division, and then there's older games like Dead Island, and then I want to do the Borderlands series sometime. So maybe Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. Hopefully, I can get those 3 done with a group of people. I don't know if I can or not because when I did Zombie Army Trilogy, we did like 2 sessions of that, and we were done. Didn't really do anything with it. I also didn't like the way I had to record that. I like using everything on OBS. I don't like using the I don't know what it is. It's like Xvideo or something. No, that's a porn site. What is it? I have it right here. Let me just click back here. It's X something. Hold on. XSplit, not Xvideos. XSplit. I'm not a huge fan of XSplit. I prefer OBS. I have a little bit more control over everything I do. I have a bitrate control. I can set everything up exactly the way I want it. Unfortunately, I can't set up everything that's going on in the video because the video looks fucking grainy. Can't do anything about it because my webcam is kind of crappy. It's like a 4-year-old webcam that's been through quite a bit of shit. Can't exactly tell you what it's been through because honestly, I don't know. I bought it used. But it was good for a little while, but I'm pretty sure it's also because of this fucking lighting because we have the fucking light up here. That's basically the only light I can get. The only other thing I could do is try to plug in my big orange lamp that I can hook up there. Unfortunately, that motherfucker's hot, and every time I sit underneath it, it just makes me sweat. It would have been better to use for heating this place than the heater that's behind me, but what am I going to do? But we have a lot of shit we got to do this week, basically because I decided that I want to do it this week, and I'm having a lot of fun actually getting all this stuff done. Working on a schedule is actually pretty fun for me. Let's go ahead and go back here. All right, yeah. It's been a lot of fun this past I think I've been going regularly for the past 6 months. I've had a lot of fun doing it. There are little things that I don't like going through all my videos and scheduling them and doing all the naming and the tags because YouTube fucked up the tags. Bring back the tags, please. I had to sit down and write fucking everything into the tabs instead of using the suggested stuff. And the suggested stuff was fine. I liked it. I mean, I could type in Mirror's Edge, and it will bring up Mirror's Edge, the video game? Yes, it's that one. We click it. It's on. It's fucking great. And it puts it in its own little subcategory of where you're looking at Mirror's Edge stuff. So if I was going to look up Mirror's Edge on my computer, not my computer, on the videos on YouTube, I wouldn't have to look at broken mirrors for a little while before I find my video. I don't know what's going on with that. They believe their algorithms work. If they did, I might have a little bit more subscribers. Or maybe people just don't like watching playthroughs anymore. I'm kind of old school when I do for what I do. I do playthroughs instead of actually cutting through shit. I mean, this entire thing's going to be kind of a playthrough kind of thing. But I will be super cutting some stuff. I have some awkward dating simulators with anime chicks with large mammary glands. If you don't know what those are, I mean big tits. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of those games. I do want to get those games done. I do have a dating simulator, and I played that during a stream. I'm not recording that game. That game was kind of weird. It's really hard to be sexually attracted to a bird. Not a fan of it. I tried. I can't do it. Doesn't work. I don't know how weird people do that kind of shit, but it's not for me, man. But hopefully we get all this stuff done this week. I get caught up on everything that I need to be getting done anyway, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, come to the streams on Sundays. Make sure you follow me on Twitter because everything that happens there. I'm probably going to have to disable when I put playlist updates on Twitter because that'll be a good 600 tweets in about 6 minutes coming out from me on me doing playlist updates, and then realizing I did them backwards, then flipping back through. So that's another 500. So yeah, that's good. That's gonna be enjoyable. I haven't done a playlist update since maybe October. It's been a long time. I think I have maybe. I don't even think I have a Skyrim playlist. I started playing that game last August, I think. A long time ago. Very long time ago. But hopefully I can get all this stuff done. Hopefully, I hope. I'm probably not going to be getting a lot of games done for a little while. I am starting new games. Hopefully these games are moving slower or faster. I don't know what I'm doing. But oh yeah. I'm going to be doing Firewatch. Now I saw some stuff about it. I bought the game, and as soon as I bought the game, I heard people say it fucking sucks. But I'm gonna play it anyway. Yeah, that'll come out too, sometime. Hopefully soon. I can get that done sometime. It's a pretty short game, so if I want to, I can go like when I get halfway through Mafia 2, start that, and then it'll end somewhere near the same time. But that'll be a long time ago. Long time ago. Long time into the future. There we go. It's 12:30 in the morning. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go do something else. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I think. Don't exactly know. I still don't know how to end these videos. Sort of just stare at the camera and hope it ends. So how have you guys been? That's great. That was dumb. I'm talking to myself now. I talk to myself anyway. I usually sort of imagine that there's somebody I'm talking to when I do this shit. Well, I've been going for about half an hour, so I'm just going to sort of click this button here and see what happens.